Good day, ladies and gentlemen. You have heard of the famous Eurobond in Kenya and how it is affecting the dollar supply, since it is due for repayment in 2024. So what is this Eurobond? A Eurobond is a type of bond issued in a currency different from the currency of the country or market where it is being issued. In other words, it is a bond issued in a currency that is not the domestic currency of the issuer. Eurobonds are typically denominated in major currencies such as US dollars, euros, and Japanese yen, and are usually issued by multinational corporations, sovereign governments, and international organizations. Eurobonds are also sometimes referred to as external bonds or international bonds. One of the main advantages of Eurobonds is that they can provide issuers with access to a larger pool of investors, as they are not restricted to a domestic market. Additionally, Eurobonds can help issuers diversify their funding sources and can provide them with a hedge against currency risk. Eurobonds can be traded on international markets and are subject to the regulations and laws of the countries where they are issued. The interest rates and terms of Eurobonds can vary widely depending on market conditions and the creditworthiness of the issuer. Several African countries have issued Eurobonds in the past, including 1. South Africa, 2. Ghana, 3. Senegal, 4. Ivory Coast, 5. Nigeria, 6. Egypt, 7. Angola, 8. Gabon, 9. Zambia, 10. Kenya, 11. Tunisia. These countries have issued Eurobonds for various reasons, including financing infrastructure projects, refinancing existing debt, and funding budget deficits. The terms of the Eurobonds, such as the amount, interest rate, and maturity, vary depending on the country and market conditions at the time. Top of form. Kenya issued its first Eurobond in 2014, which was divided into two tranches, a 5-year bond worth $500 million and a 10-year bond worth $1.5 billion. The total size of the issue was $2 billion, and it was oversubscribed by 400%. The bonds were listed on the Irish Stock Exchange. The proceeds of the Eurobond were used to fund infrastructure projects, including the construction of a new standard gauge railway line, the expansion of the port of Mombasa, and the construction of new roads. In 2018, Kenya issued its second Eurobond, which was divided into two tranches, a 7-year bond worth $1 billion and a 12-year bond worth $1.5 billion. The total size of the issue was $2.5 billion, and it was oversubscribed by 300%. The bonds were listed on the London Stock Exchange. The proceeds of the second Eurobond were used to fund infrastructure projects, including the construction of roads, bridges, and other transportation infrastructure. The Kenyan government has stated that it plans to continue issuing Eurobonds in the future to finance infrastructure projects and other development initiatives. However, the country's high debt levels have raised concerns among some analysts and investors about its ability to service its debt obligations in the long term. Eurobonds can be bought and sold by a wide range of investors, including individuals, institutions, and governments, both domestically and internationally. However, investors must have access to the market where the Eurobond is being traded, which can be through a broker or an investment bank that offers access to international markets. Generally, Eurobonds are targeted towards institutional investors such as pension funds, mutual funds, insurance companies, and hedge funds. These investors have large pools of capital that they can use to invest in different types of securities, including Eurobonds. In recent years, there has been a growing trend of retail investors gaining access to Eurobonds through investment platforms and online brokers that offer access to international markets. This has made it easier for individual investors to buy and sell Eurobonds, although they still need to have a sufficient amount of capital to invest and may face higher transaction fees compared to institutional investors. It's important to note that Eurobonds, like any other investment, carry a certain level of risk, and investors should carefully consider their investment objectives, risk tolerance, and financial situation before investing. It's also recommended that investors seek professional advice from a financial advisor or investment professional before investing in Eurobonds or any other type of security. Eurobonds can be sold in the secondary market, which is the market where previously issued securities are bought and sold among investors. The secondary market provides liquidity to investors who want to sell their Eurobond holdings before the bonds reach maturity or for those who want to purchase Eurobonds after their initial issuance. The secondary market for Eurobonds is typically an over-the-counter, OTC, market, where buyers and sellers trade directly with each other, rather than on an exchange. The OTC market is facilitated by brokers or dealers who match buyers and sellers and facilitate the settlement of trades. The price of a eurobond in the secondary market can fluctuate based on a number of factors, including changes in market interest rates, economic conditions, and investor sentiment. A eurobond may trade at a premium or a discount to its face value, depending on the prevailing market conditions. Investors who want to sell their eurobond holdings in the secondary market should contact their broker or dealer, who can provide guidance on the best time to sell and help execute the trade. Similarly, investors who want to purchase eurobonds in the secondary market can work with their broker or dealer to identify opportunities and execute trades. As an individual investor in Kenya, you can buy eurobonds through licensed investment banks, stockbrokers, or investment managers that offer access to the international bond markets. Some of the institutions that provide access to eurobonds in Kenya include 1. Commercial banks. Some commercial banks in Kenya offer eurobond trading services to their clients. 1. These banks typically have a dedicated desk that specializes in trading foreign currency denominated bonds, for example NCBA Bank, the Cooperative Bank, etc. 2. Investment banks. Investment banks such as Citi, Standard Bank, and JP Morgan have a strong presence in the African bond markets and offer eurobond trading services to investors. 3. Stockbrokers. Some licensed stockbrokers in Kenya also offer eurobond trading services to their clients. These brokers typically have a trading platform that provides access to the international bond markets. 4. Fund managers. Investment management firms such as ICEA Lion Asset Management, Old Mutual Asset Managers, and Britam Asset Managers offer eurobond investment options to their clients through their fixed income funds. It's important to note that investors must have a CDS, Central Depository System, account with the Central Bank of Kenya to participate in the secondary market trading of eurobonds. The CDS account allows investors to hold and transfer securities electronically and provides a secure and transparent settlement system for bond transactions. Thank you for watching. If you like this kind of content, kindly subscribe, hit the notification button and share this video with friends and foes.